And it is time again for a little bit of game development. Let's see if we can do anything today. Now, what is the goal? The goal is to follow this little procedure here. It only has 2 upvotes, but it is quite good. Hey, wait a minute. Why is there... Oh, we thought the UI wasn't popping in, but there it is, of course. We can hit the play button. This is going to take a whole while. But we can look at this freaking procedure. Now, what we're trying to do in the Blender, because I know this is Unity we're firing up, but in the Blender we're trying to get this A pose model into a T pose. We're going to overlap the mesh. Now, what you could do is just take this mesh here and go into edit mode and then edit all the vertices. Here you could rotate around the... Wait a minute, can we we could rotate around the cursors there. Where is it here? Cursor. Now we could rotate around the cursor, except it doesn't work. Here, there we go. And then we could somehow get this arm, for example, if you go and look at this and then here, and then put the cursor over there, and then we could rotate and somehow make this work. Also, by the way, we need to get the mesh going proper. So this is one method you could do to get the arms up, but then you get some weird distortions here in the middle. That's why that's exactly why we want to follow this procedure over here. They call it a procedure. That's one of the things, and it has only 2 upvotes, but I think this might be actually how you do it. So what is the Unity doing in the background? Null reference. Is this really... No, there's no null reference here. That was just a weird glitch. Good. And then the character goes in, but we're definitely going to make the shadows there. We have so much to do in so little time, and we already wasted how much? Let's see. King of procrastination is what they call us. I don't know. Let's see if we can. Anyways, yeah, we want to get rid of all this guard and the heritage. The heritage, of course, we're going to keep, but class and type. Figure is going to stay depending on the race that you pick. Gender, name. We're going to leave out some of these for the first, and this is going to be 0 to 5, by the way. So what we could immediately go is into the UI. we could immediately go with this. Character sheet, interactable elements, name input. I think, yeah, the age is over here. And so the first age is going to be 0 to 5 is going to be the first age. Now, we don't understand why it is not freaking lined up correctly. The alignment is middleish, it says, but that's... Oh, no, this is fine, this is fine. The age can be lined up like this, 0 to 5. So, and then we're going to, of course, hide the class, because we don't need it immediately. The heritage is going to stay in. The gender, the race, the figure, the size, I mean, is going to... You cannot pick it out. So what we need to do is get rid in the end of the drop-down menu here. The drop-down menu. So what we would hide is maybe just the graphics there. The class is hidden. The size. Drop-down container. There's the drop-down proper, which is the script we wrote to have a proper drop-down. Yeah, the naming convention is different, I know. We're going to go back to the Blender, but we're jumping back and forth here between design stuff. Image, for example, if you get rid of the image on everything. Also, why is that childlike on top? Because also childlike, I don't know, it is, it's not very descriptive, is it? Let's just say small. Anybody understands small? Childlike, what child? Human child? Alien child? Robots don't even have. So we have small, medium, and giant, which is... We should just go with the Dungeons and Dragons. Denominators. Dungeon, I don't know. Giant. Yeah, how about huge? Small, medium, huge. Small, medium. Let's not hang ourselves here on this tree. Medium, rare. But what's a good size description? Small. What's high? What's tall? I mean, small and huge we like, but medium? Could call it regular? Yeah. Regular is fine. That sounds like a cloth now. Let's go back to text because it seems to be changing all the time. Now, we don't have an image here, and we don't have an image there, and we don't have an image here. And all of a sudden, you cannot drop down anymore. I mean, you can still drop down. You can still drop down. But that functionality we're going to get rid of in code, or wonder what happens if we turn this off. Then there's a null reference exception. So we have to figure this out in code. We could even give it a... Nah, if you click this, it's just nothing's gonna happen. The click will just return. Good. Then there is a thing of the color. Because you can barely read. You can barely read this here. We need a bigger shadow, at the very least. Maybe. So this is a lot of design stuff. Very easily done, but it also takes a long time. This is fine. This is actually fine. Button text. 7.7 is the same what we have there in the drop down button, big size, drop down button, wait, what is this? No, this is the big size. Yeah. So tired. Drop down button, regular size. This is just for ourselves, yeah. Drop down button, small size. Good. There's a text, and text. I mean, these texts might change according to the race. We will see if we do this or not. And this one should be on top. Actually. So we are going to start out with a small human. And you're not 7.7 yet? You're not 7.7 yet. And why is this see-through so much? Because it's the default. And that's fine. Good, so... Oh dear lord. Now we have to do everything again because we're on play mode. Oh, that is the dumbest thing now, isn't it? Button S. Button M. See how everything is changing immediately. Button L. Button text. Button text. All texts. And this would be easier if you use a prefab, but the character sheet will be done only once. So we can spend a little bit of time here. It's no big deal. Good. Fast clicking. We know this from the StarCraft. Right, and then we're going to immediately... No, this is fine, right? The images are out. This is on top. If we press play, the one on top is the default, which is very nice. Figure. This is going to be the same thing. You cannot choose it as a child. Good. Regular, thick, or athletic is what we have here. Good, you start out regular, you're gonna become athletic. This is all for humans here in the room, unless they have a weird heritage. Good, it's gonna be fantastic. On the room, we say, like it's the room world. No, on the Light Core 1, in the settlements, we should say. Good, in the settlements. Drop down button regular is going to be the first one, that's alright. But we are going to get rid of all the images here. Good. And then this is getting a lot. We should have written some code for it, but yeah, like you said, no big deal. Good, regular. What are we doing here? Button regular. Button text. Button text. Text regular, thick, athletic. Good. So this should work out nicely. Gender you can pick. Race you can pick. Good. If you move around here with the key, with the arrow keys or the gamepad, nothing's going to happen just yet. Also, this doesn't look. The scale is not correct. Can the scale be 1? Nah, the scale can be very small, so we can see everything here for the moment. Good. This is correct. This is all correct. Right. What else can you pick? You can pick the heritage. So the heritage and the class should switch a rule. Where is it? Size, type, stats, main menu. But nature, begin adventuring. Also, what we could do is get the we're gonna get to the blender. I promise. I promise. Just get some shades in here. The type. Type must go away for a brief moment. Also, we did something here. We have a legacy text here we don't need. I don't know. Not really sure. And what is this element here, by the way? Let's check it out in the scene. Because we were trying something out here. Parchment? No. Character sheet intellectual elements. Image. Yeah, SR. We're trying here something with the sprite images. Let's get rid of it. There's no need. Why do we do this in play mode? Unbelievable. Right. So this is how it looks. The type must go. That's right. Type. Not even sure if we're going to leave that in as a game mechanic, but it certainly sounds interesting. You pick a type, and then you have a little bit of a strategic thing you can think about. Heritage goes left where the other thing is. The class. Class and heritage switches up. Where is it? Figure, stats, info box, inventory, name input. Let's leave that up there. It's fine. Gender, race, class, character creation intervals. The heck is this? I also want to look at it from the front. That didn't work. Character creation intervals. Why is it heritage? Huh. Looks like we meant to copy this. This is we have written this down, by the way, somewhere. Maybe in the info texts? I don't think so. We have put it somewhere. No, we have this. Maybe we put it in the God script here somewhere. No. Oh, this is for a different game. Let's get rid of it. This is the thing we copied over here to get rid of the Unity singleton they force upon us. Select any entry. This is good. It should be in the enums, maybe. Where are the enums? UI fonts, prefix, tracer, background. I think we just got the scripts in this folder. Non-mono scripts. There we go. Good. Weapon script, race, class, heritage, character type. This is interesting. Since we have this, we should be using this. We should be looping through and create these boxes as we're looping through. That's a good idea. Character creation intervals. This is like upbringing and such. And we're 100% sure we wrote it down somewhere. And we need to write it down here, actually. Into our enums. This is into character creation intervals. Is sort of life stages. I think that's more clear, more understandable. This could be. Now this is all something we need to do, and I don't want to do it freaking again because I did wrote it down here somewhere. Character creation intervals, there it is. Heritage, upbringing, youth, prime, adulthood, senior years, old age, and decrepit. We made up this word. We made up this word. We shouldn't be using it. But the thing is, when you make a character... Oh, the heritage is the first one. Interesting. When you make a character, you're going to go through these life stages. And this should be really called life stages, not character creation intervals. Because nobody knows what the heck. I mean, we can leave it as a comment so we know what this is. Player chooses player picks traits during character creation in intervals. And this should be very clear if we read this later on. Player picks traits during character creation in intervals. Life stages. Heritage over perfect. Really good stuff. And I wonder if we can just copy this over. And I wonder if it throws an error as well, because obviously it might. Because we did change a variable. Is this correct? No, enums are different from other things. That's fine. That is all right. Good. Yeah, we're going to the blender in a second. What do we rather do, code or 3D model? Well, we have to do both. And this is not really coding, we're just writing down an enum, I suppose. I suppose it is coding. It will try. It will try and, what's it called? Compile. There you go, it says compiling scripts. Good, syntax error. In the enums, we need a comma somewhere. What? In 60 and 61. Ah, we're not allowed. We're not allowed this. Senior years. Oh, we're not allowed to. I suppose we can, if we use this as a string, we can replace the underscore with a blank space. That's just more we have to do. That's fine. Good. This is all right. This is perfect. Character creation intervals. We're going to rename into life stages. So we know what the heck we're even doing. Type characters precision unsupported. This is warning. Good, and then we're gonna go back into the game and see how it looks. Heritage. Yes, oh, we meant to switch the spaces there, the positions. Kinda wanna automate this a little bit better. But for now we can just, I suppose, switch the position, drag transform. If we copy this, I wonder what would happen. Copy the component. Yes. We want the life stages to go to the left. We want the other thing to go to the right. Tell you what, we're going to just Control D this, and then we're going to erase, and then we're going to copy the component, and then we're going to put it here. Oh, this is temporary. I'm going to put it here. Paste property. Paste component values. Hey, this was wrong. Not from the race, from the class. We want to copy the component. Yes. Transform, copy component. Go to the life stages. Paste this. Good, and then we're going to copy here. Just and put it. Did we eyeball this before? Because then we're just derping around. We could just move it regularly. Anyways, we copied the component and we're going to put it into the class here. Paste. And then we're going to delete the temporary thing there. And if we have this up, it's going to pop up there. Good. Heritage. Good. Lab warrants. Yes. So what the player... Oh, no. This is... Yeah, this is just a... I think Unity doesn't like we're not using it singleton. Which is just annoying us popping up there every time. Good. So when the player sees the screen here, the highlighted things are going to be what? Oh, we cannot hover over here. And there it doesn't say anything. Oh, it shouldn't. But it also should be very clear that you can type here. And now it is, especially when you click. Yeah. So we need an indicator there. Weird. Is there really no indicator? Maybe it's very maybe you cannot really see it. Game, display 1. Where the heck is the frickin' maximize? Ah, yeah, it is good. So you click here, and you don't have a cursor. Maybe you should hide the mouse. Also, it's good that you can click anywhere here. Oh, escapes, of course. I mean, we didn't do anything here just yet. With the escape menu. Good, but this is what the player sees, and they know they can click all these buttons. Male, human, heritage, come out of a lab, the description, or you pick a different heritage. Cannot click outside with the left mouse button. To close the drop down, maybe we should do this as well. And then we can pick any race here, of course. Which switches up the UI just a tiny tad. Of course, in the beginning you cannot pick any of these races. These are sub-races mostly. Well, half of them are. You have to, in the mini game of creating your character, you have to make the right choices, and then you can be a vampire or cosmic or savant. Wonder if you should give this all the shadow. Why is the beginner adventuring not having the shadow? We probably made that change during the play again. Also, this all needs shadows. So in the beginning, you can pick these out. Anything? Yes, anything with a box around, you can click. That's the idea. To make it real visible. Figure, size, age of beginner. This already looks quite alright. How come we do see the sun there? Is this weird? Why would we see this light source there? That's just weird. Just wondering if we should leave the boxes for the base attributes, but it doesn't matter that much. We will think about these things when we put in some functionality first, because we want to see a result. Good. Button begin adventuring. The text is going to be 77. Name input. Gender, race. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So if we make this into a prefab and then drop it in via code, it's easier for the future if you want to change it. But isn't that just a lot of work because it never changes? And if it changes, we just copy paste. I don't think we need to do this on the other hand. To do it everywhere. If we introduce a new class, for example, we just copy paste here, right? There's no need to do this by code. And with a heritage as well. It was an idea here to have it as an enum and then cycle through it, and we could do this, but I think it might be a waste of time for now. Life stages. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to change. It's going to say heritage and then it's going to say something else. This is going to be a bunch. Yes, so even the enum here wouldn't be making us a drop-down menu. It would just change up what the label says here. Because the heritage shift. And then we have to put in a brand new box heritage somewhere else. Yeah, maybe here and then goes down. Good, this is all a design question. Let's not worry about it. This is already great. We already made a little bit of a change here. Already worked about it, thought about it. That's good enough. We should be working on the 3D stuff now. How is the Shift C? Yeah, Shift C is the cursor going somewhere. Shift Alt C? No. Shift Control C? No. Control C is copy. This is just centering everything. Good, we go into edit mode? No. We want the bones as well, right? Yes, let's unhide everything. We grab this, we don't do the see-through so that the bones are in front. And we grab this and we grab the bones. And then we say, we say Shift H to see just the bones and the mesh we wanted to switch up around. Good, and then wonder if you can hide the rest there as well. If we go into edit mode, what if we select both and go into edit mode? Oh, that'll work. That'll work just fine. How come already the correct bones are selected? Let's not complain. This is all we want to look at for now. Good, and then we're going to go back into object mode and parent this. Do we want to see if it already works? I don't know. Parent the object with automatic weights. And then we're going into pose mode. How is this going to... It's not going to rotate correctly. Individual origins rotate. So yeah, this is already alright, but not quite. That rhymes. Edit mode. Can we Alt P this? Disconnect bone. That is actually what we want. Because it is still hidden? Oh, that would suck. That would really suck. Alt P. Why does it not work? Clear the parent. Maybe it was already disconnected. But it doesn't matter. Let's go back to the pose mode. If we grab this now, is good, but let's go back into edit mode. It's going to be a little bit of a back and forth there. And then we might well look through. Select everything here. Go back into object mode. Go back into edit mode. And this is just so we see what's happening here. This is all we want to work on for now. And we do have the mirror, right? In the bone settings. Tool, yes, the mirror is on. This is all we... Because if we want to move this, we also want to move the other side. Now we grab this and put it somewhere middle-ish. Right in the shoulder so that the deformation does not wonker out. So when you also, since we're grabbing this, maybe press the button there, the period button on the keyboard, so that it zooms in and centers on the object we're manipulating. Is this good enough, or maybe a little bit further in, like that? I don't know. This doesn't look in the center at all. Here maybe. Yeah, this is good. Then it needs to go into the elbow. Good. Dum, 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 dum. In the end, we're going to have a little bit of trouble there, lining up the fingers and the hand with the robot fingers and hand. But we're going to cross that bridge when we come to it. What's the problem here now? What is the freaking issue? I think we still have constraints there. Can we clear all constraints? Plus this thing is not... Nothing here is parented. Huh? Oh, so you're not rotating correctly. Do we have constraints here? Benny Bones customer. We did click on the constraints and it didn't tell us. This looks like this is constrained. But it doesn't show in the constraints here. If only we could see which one is parented to what somewhere. Maybe the object? Relations? Parent object. This does not have a parent object, but it does. So this menu here is lying to us. Yeah, that's the problem with the Blender. It's really hard to use. Can we find this in the inspector? So annoying. We have the constraints here somewhere. They're probably here. Also, it was green. In the pose mode, maybe you see it. These are all constraints. Why are they not showing up? Copy rotation. Body constraint on you. I mean, of course, you could just get rid of it. So I don't need it here. It didn't work. We pressed the Alt button. We did press the Alt button, I swear. Blender is so inconsistent. Yeah. It's so inconsistent. Have to click it one at a time. Oh, that sucks so bad. It's exactly what we don't want to do is all these wonky tools. It's a miracle, don't get me wrong, but man, oh man, be consistent when you design a thing. Professionally. They're supposed to be professionals. Right, and then if you rotate here, that works. That works. This works. Oh, you're parented to them, alright, and this works. I think it was just a rotation constraint there. That was the big issue, so we can get back into edit mode and do everything comfortably, except we can't for some reason. Are you not parented? I don't get it. Also, where are the fingers on the other side? Oh, they're named incorrectly, so it doesn't mirror, probably. So we have to copy this out. We can just get rid of this and copy it over. Or maybe that's the issue. Is it? So what's the name on this? Armature? Oh man. Hand L001. That's... Oh, of course. This all help us stuff. But the naming is correct. Let's auto-name this. Real quick. Badge name, auto-name. Badge name? Oh, this was definitely the wrong button. How do I get out of here? I can't. I can't. We pressed something. Control F2 is badge name. Yeah. We pressed Shift F2 and now we're stuck in the action editor. Oh dear, what the what? This wasn't even... Can we even get rid of this? How do you close this? Now we're completely stuck in the blender. Checking playback open. No, that's not. Clearly this is a UV editor or something. Action editor is up there. That means here must be down there. Tracking. There we go. Action editor. Yes, yes. Isn't there an action editor down here already? Playback, change frame. I think there is. Here there isn't. How do you freaking get rid of this? I mean, whoop, it's gone. But, oh, this is easy. And getting something out is Shift. No. It's Control. No. Is Alt. No. And there it is again. Alright, whatever. Good, we select this then. And what was it we wanted to do? Battery name. Nah, battery name is not what we are looking for. We are looking for... auto name or something. Flip names, auto name, front back, auto name, left, right. There we go. Good, upper arm, left, left. Perfect. And then... Why is there no hand? Let's make one. How do you do this again? You mirror somehow. No, you symmetrize. Good. And they should be auto-named here, right, such, yes. Alright, so the helper thing is done. And now this is still not working out because it's still stuck here for some reason. I think we might have another constraint somewhere hidden. Some, maybe some IK constraint that we cannot see. Helper arms select. That's interesting. That's all of them bones. We pressed Shift, why are you not deselecting? box deselect is apparently not a thing. Select box. Is there a deselect box? No. This is the wonkiness of the Blender, right? You shift click something, it's selected, it's not selected, selected, it's not selected. You shift box select, it's selected. You shift box select, it's still selected. It's inconsistent. Good, it's no big deal. What we can do is just this, and then assign this helper arms. Should also rename this to helper arms left, just so we can work here a little bit. This is all done. What we could do is shift H again so we see what's going on. This is a very detailed model we downloaded, by the way. Crazy pants. We're going to definitely mess around with this model like no tomorrow. It's going to be unrecognizable from the template we downloaded. Hopefully. Good, then we're gonna. This is still not working out. Why? Why the heck is it so stuck? This really feels like an hidden eye case somewhere. We grab this. Grab the journey. We don't know why the behavior is different. We want this behavior. Wait, do we have this behavior everywhere? No, here's a constraint. That is a rotational constraint, I think. I think we have something here, but this is for... Where's the elbow constraint? I'm pretty sure we have an elbow constraint. Deform. This is exactly why we didn't want to do it. It's so... Is there a method to get rid of all the constraints? Let's look it up. We really want to get to this procedure, but... Blender... Get rid of all bone constraints, because we really don't know where they are. What the heck is this garbage? What did we write here? And bone constraints, when is there a way to remove particular from every selected? Not by code. Copy constraints to selected bone action. Ah. Copy organ from active show select, replace and copies all. Replace it. But I don't want to replace. How do Blender people do this? With a Python. License action changes on any property. I mean, not because every category is different, but because it is much more. There's an all check not wrong because you haven't stepped up and written this in code. Not only because every is different, but simply because multi-editing is much more rare. So maybe because no one does. Okay. Okay. But the thing is, maybe there isn't even a constraint. Maybe we just don't know what we're doing. What happens if you rotate here? The same thing. Maybe we have here this setting wrong. I really thought they were all parented to each other. I wonder if this only works in the pose mode. Yeah, in the pose mode it works as expected. Absolutely. So we shouldn't worry. You should just align this proper. So for example, if we grab this, that bone changes. If we grab everything, everything changes. This is how we should be doing it. Alright, so we stop worrying and just work on this stuff. Want to focus on this now. We use the period trick. Put the thumb in there. Yeah, this looks alright-ish. Oh, why is this not grabbing the other thing now? That's better. This looks like the joints are lined up. Good. And here as well. And hopefully it's mirroring the action there. We cannot check. Good. Here is probably the joint. Good. Just taking great care here, even though we are deleting all the bones when we're done with it. Because they're just supposed to help out. And we just want it to be very organic. To look very organic when they're in the A pose. And that is why we're taking this great care. Why is it so red? Also, this doesn't look too great either. Wasn't there a thing here, madcap or something? So that we can look at something a little bit more pleasing to the eye. It's very shiny. It's very, very shiny. That's a bit better. Let's make it greenish. And you are supposed to go in the middle. Why are you so big here? Also, is this in the elbow or should we do further out? I don't know. Right, and now the fingers. And this is where the hiding everything comes in handy again. This is all kind of done, isn't it? So we just want this. Yes, just want that. Good. We move these all out. And we rotate. Oh dear, what did you do? We didn't mean to deselect this. Rotate individual orange median point. Oh yeah, that worked. Surprisingly, it's almost like we know how to use this program. Almost. Do not confuse us with a competent. Right, and then we can rotate here. Grab. A little bit more like this. Are you in the middle? Possibly not. Going to do this for every finger. Because we will align the fingers with the robotic fingers. Yeah, this is huge work, but it's going to pay off. Putting this downloaded model into A pose will help us so much. Down the road. Hopefully we're going to walk down this road even. Otherwise this is all for nothing. Good. Really want it to be nice, right? Good. Is this really correct there with the... Aren't the fingers weird? think the fingers are super weird. Should they not be like that? Is there not a joint up here? I don't know, this here? I don't know. Isn't the joint over there in reality? Like this. Oops. I think yes, it might be easier with these fingers. Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Maybe the last one is just too big. Oh, just kind of hard to see, that's the problem. Could be good enough. Maybe for now. Oh man, just select it all. Rotate. Can we do this with everything? Alright, we're done. Just kidding. Oh dear. Good, you go down there. Over here you want to be in the... I mean, what people use is this, right? That's what they use normally. But the problem is the model is in the A pose. And that is exactly why we want the model in the T pose. So we have an easier time with everything. And that includes animating. I mean, not really. Does it? We do this just for modeling. And for, since the other model, the robot, is in the A pose as well, we're going to put everything into Unity in the A pose. Unity, I think, doesn't mind too much. It works with both. But there are quirks in the Unity engine. Behaves differently if you import from an A pose. And we're going to get used to importing from a T pose. Just because we think T pose is better for the aforementioned reason, the modeling, because then you can just do from up above and from the sides, and then you have something proper. Good. This goes upwards more. This goes upwards more. We're getting there. It's only going to take forever, I promise. Good. And I go up here. So where is your knuckle? It's too far. Here's your knuckle. I don't know. Maybe further upwards. Thing is, these fingers are going to overlap with the robotic fingers, and these helper bones are all going to go away. So we are going to overlap these bones with the other bones. Could just snap them into position. But wonder how we can batch snap into position everything. It's gonna be easy with the in the pose mode, I think, and that's where we're going to make the change. And then I wonder if this procedure even works. Use the rig to get the new proportions and pose. Yep. When the new pose is okay, apply the armature modifier so that the mesh is permanently changed in the rest pose. Permanently changed in its rest pose. Yeah, we're so excited if this is going to work or not. If the procedure doesn't work, then we have to find a different solution, but we think it must work. This must be, posing must be a legit way to change the mesh. I mean, it does change the mesh. So there's got to be a way to make these changes permanent. Out of pose mode, out of animation. Must be, right? Wonder if we even need to do this as precise as we're doing it. But we like to be thorough. Right. This doesn't look right at all. But only because we want to be thorough. This might even already work for our purposes. Should we try? I think yes. Alright. Procedure. Also, first of all, we're going to go into pose mode. Let's grab all these bones, shift hide everything else again. Go into pose mode. Oops! It unhides everything there. Why? That's not what we wanted. Good, and then we... Alright. We already see some deformation that doesn't look too good. Bones in front, where is it? Bones in front. It's probably in the object mode, if we were to guess. It's not in viewport display, it's not in bones. Is this object mode? There it is. In the bone section. In front. Do not see through. Go into pose mode. Now they're in front again. Weird. Just leave them in front. In pose, I guess they're in front. Alright, so what is the issue? The issue is we're deforming over there where we're not supposed to deform. Why is it so hard to see, man? So we need to go into edit mode again. And put this a little bit downwards. I'm not sure. Is this a shift tab? No, shift tab is snap. Is this control tab? No, we just want to go real quick into pose mode. Alt tab? No, alt tab is tabbing out. Jesus. So just click it, whatever. Rotate. No, we don't like this. Maybe we reweight. Maybe we also reweight this other thing there. Keep this. Oh. Yeah, this might be an issue. We don't want this to have any influence on that. How do we do that? We delete it somehow, right? Ugh, is this rough? Edit mode? No, we have to go into object mode again. And then we parent with automatic weights. And then we go into edit mode. And then we go into weight paint mode. Wait, where is it? No, we don't actually know how. Let's click this. And we can delete everything. Oh no, the delete is not working. X? The delete button is not working. Somebody code this, man. Eyeballs, eyes, hips, upper leg, shin, foot, toe. At least this goes fast, right? Shoulder left. Now we're talking. Wait a minute. Shoulder left, shoulder right. Upper arm, elbow, hand. The helper things. We don't want, but the shoulders we might want. Only not as much. Or not at all. Let's get rid of them. Helper thing is gonna come up. Ah! This is... Yeah. There's a helper thing. And then... What are you doing? Why are you not... Oh! You have to do it from down here. Sorry about the outburst. But this is unexpected behavior here. In this freaking... free-to-play. And grab... IK hand grab, right. What the heck? Yeah, and now we don't see... Weapon, right. This needs a renaming so bad. And we don't see... Can we not see the whole list somehow? The whole list, and nothing but the whole list. Good, so now only the helper arms are weighted. Hopefully. Don't actually know. Pose mode, rotate. Yeah, now we definitely need to do some weight painting. And what is happening on the other side there? And why is it not mirroring the action? Because we have the mirror on. It should be mirroring the action. But it doesn't. And the weight is all wrong. Oh, I hate this so much. What time is it? 1 hour something. Now we have two issues. First, it doesn't mirror. Why? You are called left. You are called right. You should mirror. But you're not. Relative mirror? No. Is the naming convention wrong? Upper arm. Oh, the naming convention is wrong. The auto renaming didn't work because the name is too long. Good. There is a trick we can do. We can select all these helper bones here. And we can press Shift F2 for batch rename. And we're going to find and replace. Can I see how it's called? What it's called? No, I cannot. I just can't know what any of this is called. Isn't this one the selected bone? Why are you selecting so weirdly? Upper arm L. Alright, good. Control badge rename. And hopefully this is only the thing there. And we're going to find replace. Going to find the large L after the period. And we're going to replace it with an R. Okay. Good, thank you for that. And then we're going back into pose mode. Oh no, it couldn't find one here, so that's good. Because we did have something else selected which we didn't want to select. Still not working. Upper arm left. Why is it still called left? We did a battery name. I didn't do it. Case sensitive selected. Objects. Do we have to click bones here? Oh dear. Rename 18 bones. Yes, please. Freaking do it. Do it finally. Still not working. Why? Upper arm R1 R. Oh, because we made a mistake. We made a logic error. Of course we did. Of course we did. Good. Right. It was almost correct. We just have to find the L that is followed by text and replace it with an R, which is then followed by text. Bones. Okay. And now it works, of course. But the weight is all wonkered out again. If we do the automatic weight painting, it's going to paint to these bones as well. We could do a temporary non-deform. On all bones. Which is absolutely crazy pants. But that's exactly what we're gonna do. Select all bones. And viewport display, make them non-deformative. Non-deformative. And then we're going to select our helper arms, bones. Like that. Wonder if we should add another bone here, but whatever, maybe not. And then we're gonna say deform. Oh, why is the deform on? Because it did not badge, not deform. Do we press Alt? Yes, the Alt tricks works. Thank goodness. Jesus. Thank you. And then we're gonna Alt deform everything here. And then we're going to go back into object mode. Select the derp, select the mesh, and the bones. Sorry. Automatic weight again. Go back into pose mode. And somehow it doesn't like it. Is the finger naming convention wrong? This looks like the axis is probably wrong. Let's go back into edit. Also, we can actually batch rename and strip some characters. No. Find replace. R dot 001 dot we're going to replace with a dot. Then we have two dots, correct? So we're going to replace dot R001 with a dot. This is not good at all. Dot helper. Okay. And then we're going to alt hide the bones over here and delete them. Oh, what the heck? Do not mirror. Because clearly the naming convention on the fingers is broken. That's why we're going to resymmetrize. Just explaining here a little bit what we're actually doing. Just in case somebody wants to... I don't know. Good. Control W, symmetrize. We're going back into pose mode. And it's still not working because we need to we need to reparent with weights. Good. Still not working. Huh? The heck is up there even? I think we still have a constraint somewhere or something. The heck is it still not working? The automatic weights are screwed up. So any bone that has a deform still. No clue. And then we have to do the same thing with the legs as well. We have to get into weight painting. Modifiers, armature. Wait, if you get rid of this modifier, then there is... oh dear. What is then there? Edit mode, rotate. Pose mode, rotate. Got rid of the armature modifier. I hate that we have to weight paint. I really do. Object mode, this is that. Parent. With envelope, with empty groups. Empty groups. Yeah, sure. Good, and then it shouldn't do anything if we do this. This is empty groups. Why are you doing anything? And up there again for some reason. So dumb. Object mode. Parent. Armature deform. Just armature deform. It's gonna have the same result, we think. Yeah. With armature deform. So if you go back into object mode, we're just stabbing in the dark now. We hate this so much. Maybe it's still parentage. No, it does need an armature deform. For sure. If we parent this, just like that. Add modifier. Armature. Object, armature. And then it also shouldn't do anything. It still does something. I don't get it. Maybe it's broken. Because this doesn't look like it's supposed to deform at all. But isn't there the vertex groups somewhere? Yes, it has the vertex groups. As soon as you do this, it has the vertex groups. That's a problem. I think we have to go into weight painting. It is all not painted. Oh, there is a painting, see? There's a painting. Mix weight 0. Blend. Is it add? Is it overlay? Radius high. Mix. Difference. Subtract. Exclusion. Mix is the only thing that works here. Right. Good. And the things that are getting deformed is this. But how does it know it's getting deformed by... Oh, you click the bones, right? Keep the bones selected or something. I have no idea. This is so bad. Brush radius is quite high. Strength. We have no idea how to even do this. No clue. So if we do this, this is all supposed to deform. Who knows what's gonna happen? Not us. Also, why not see-through? Why do we have to do this? This makes no sense. This is so dumb. You don't want to paint. God, we hate this. Hate this so much. What time is it? 12. Don't want to do this, and it's not going to be the result we want. Now it's going to look for other bones. And what the heck is this? How do we get rid of that? There's noise pollution outside now as well. This is stressful. I hate this so much. Man. What was the weight we were using? Oh, the brush is too big. Oh man, we don't want to paint. This is not going to work how we want it to work. And please. Oh. No, this is painful. This is painful, is a waste of time, and it's not going to work. Horrible. And now only this is painted and not the other side. Oh. Yeah. And that's how we're gonna end it. That's what we're gonna end it on. Object mode. Where's our bones? Pose mode. And it still does the same garbage. We think it's a glitch, honestly. I think it's a glitch. And we're gonna restart the blender. but it does not help. Why? We painted only this and now that one is deforming. Not edit mode. This should not be deforming. Weight 0, radius, oh man. See-through. Even if this works, which it doesn't. We have to find an automatic solution. Weight paint is not the way forward. Object mode, click this. Click that. Parent. Envelope weights. Pose mode. Rotate, nothing's happening, that's good. Envelope weights is interesting. Because it doesn't do anything. What about the vertex groups? Object. Armature thing is in. Wait, don't we have other things there? We also have the robotic mesh, but we're not working on that at all. It should not interfere. Here's the vertex group of this object. This object's vertex groups. And it's all of them. It's all of the bones. Can we just do a selection of bones? And they should be all empty, right? If we select one of the bones and then go into object mode mesh and then go into weight, it should have the bone still selected. I don't know, I'm not even sure. But we don't want to weight paint here, so vertex paint, texture paint, sculpt, edit. So let's unselect all of this. Maybe it remembers for some reason. And it still has everything here, huh? Because we're in that object. Vertex groups. Yeah, we have to research this. Because automatic weights is just not working out. It's just not working. It's gonna glitch out every time. Empty groups, envelopes, automatic weights. Let's do automatic weights. It's a lot of calculations. And then we go into pose mode. And then it's not going to deform at all. Which is interesting. Did we break something very thoroughly? Could be. It's crazy because if we go back into object, we see all these vertex groups. Alright. So that's it then. We're done and we're stuck. And it's gonna take 1,000,000 years to find out how this actually works. But we were so close. It was deforming somewhat. And we wanted to make this method here work. Wanted to try it, and now we're not even allowed to try it. Good. Back into Unity? No, it's gonna be all for us for today. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Where's my chat? Why is this so broken here? Welcome to the chat room, and we cannot chat. Oh man. Guess we just want to type something real quick. Anyways, if you have any tips, if you have any questions, just ask. But maybe next time, because now we're done. Just have to find... we had to accept the terms of service. Oh, this is so bad. We hate this. Good. Until next time. Thank you for watching. We have a YouTube channel where you can listen to your favorite game being played and a little bit of babble. And I'm gonna see you next time. Until then, have a good day and a good night.